Right, recording this video after close of trade Tuesday, 8th of May 2012, and quite a reversal day today. Huge volume, 2 million contracts, and we kind of punched down through 50, got to I think 43s, came back up through 50s, closed at 58.75. But 45-minute chart, we're still in a downtrend. Yeah, we've had exhaustion selling first bullish divergence today, but we've not had pullback to end of trend yet. So I think people might be trying to call this a little bit early. Plus, on the daily chart, this swing down has got a little bit of time to run on it. So I think the professionals just here kind of jumping in just a fraction too early in terms of calling the bottom here. So I think we'll still make lower lows, so let's see. In terms of trend line, we're back in the zone here, back in the congestion zone, kind of closed back in underneath that trend line. So it was a big dip down, but let's see. And better X trend has now kind of flipped over, so we're now in a downtrend on better X trend. Oscillators. This is interesting. So we're not super oversold yet, minus 88 on better trend oscillator here, but we've had a little bullish divergence coming on the raw trend readings there. So that's showing that this will turn around. Usually, the turn, this is a day early maybe, and then the turn might happen in the next couple of days. So we could see a little bit of strength. It's like the worst thing for me here would be if this kind of flips tomorrow and we kind of have some strength tomorrow and then the next few days just continue to run down. That would be a real shame. But let's see. I still think we're going to kind of head down, and I don't think this, everybody's talking about this, it's an incredible reversal today. I don't think it's the end of the game here. 40,500 tip bar chart, which is similar to that 45-minute chart, is just showing the same picture. So with today's move, we've still not seen pullback to end of trend, and we've not seen exhaustion selling on the downside. So the last, coming into the bounce that we had on Monday, came into a flush pattern here, kind of rolled over, now had exhaustion buying, kind of coming into a cyclical turn here. So be looking for that kind of setting up. I don't know if we kind of continue to have a little bit of strength. It was such a huge range day today. We'll probably have a low range day tomorrow. So let's see over the next couple of days. But here's the chart for me, the chart of the day, the 1500 tip bar chart. We kind of sold off beginning of the day, this beginning of the day here, bang, bang, bang. And I say, watch out for, we had an exhaustion selling signal, kind of, this is, I think there was a news release pre-open, I wasn't watching, there was out at dinner. News release kind of into this high here. All these blue professional bars taking profits, hit a cyclical resistance, bang, we take off the downside. You get this exhaustion selling. That's not the end of the move. That's, watch out pre-open for these. We get the exhaustion selling signal later on as we crack through 50, kind of came up here, and then bang, pull back to end of trend, first bullish divergence kind of comes in here. Beautiful Rambo pattern, right? We'd had a few of them kind of coming down into here, Rambo, 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 and then the blue professional bars kind of come in there, right at that low. This exhaustion buying here is getting the move going, people having to reverse, short covering, rally, whatever. Beautiful test back down, bullish divergence, Rambo patterns here. Amateurs kind of expecting, trying to get on board this move, kind of going short, expecting new lows. No, they got wrong-footed, bang. Head up for the end of the day, pull back to end of trend. All the blue professional bars at the end of the day kind of taking profits, squaring out, squaring positions, and kind of getting out. The low and the high, just a thing of beauty. Anyway, in terms of my trading, took a tiny because of this. Sometimes I don't even listen to myself because of this bullish divergence pattern, and that's cyclical support looked like it might hold. So I kind of took a really quick long trade. I got out of it really quickly though, quarter-point loss here, and I went short on this blue professional bar, kind of down here. Let me just blow this up a second. So I got short on this blue professional bar here as soon as that kind of got broken, bang. So and that was short at 57.75, and everything was going swimmingly until we just hit a little bit of support here, bit of resistance, bit of support rather, and we bounced back up. And then as soon as those blue professional bars were going down, I was thinking, yep, that's all good. We started to break through them, and I'm like, that's not right. So I ditched. I got out at 58.75 for a loss of 1. But Rambo patterns, amateur up bars into this turning point here, and as soon as we started to break back down, I thought I'd made a mistake by getting out there, so I re-entered short 57.50, and then I thought 50 was an important level, so I just moved my target out to 50, and it took its time, but eventually we got there. Bang, all these blue professional bars came in at 50. It was a little bit early in terms of a pro signal exit, but for me that was a 7.5 point trade. So I was thrilled with that. That's double what I normally do in a decent kind of day. So what was that, 6.25 points after 3 trades? Yes, it kept on going. If I'd had the nerve to hold through pullback to end of trend right to the very end, but it's just not my style. Anyway, but this blue professional bars and around here when the pro signal exit went off, I felt pretty glad that was the right exit, and that was about 48. So we had a little bit of a bounce from there. But anyway, strong move down. There's that low, Rambo patterns into the low. On the 4500 tip bar chart, you can see you got pullback to end of trend, made that kind of bottom confirmation a little bit later. So those are those amateur down bars kind of testing there, and that kind of held, and we went to the upside there. Anyway, so hope you traded well today. I'll tag on that trade, just I'm quite pleased with it. And yeah, not sure about tomorrow. Probably going to be a low range day tomorrow, so just watch out that you don't get kind of chopped around if that's what happens. 750. So short 57.50, and just hoping this kind of keeps going on the way down. Rambo patterns, amateur up bars into this sequence up at 59s. So I still don't think the bottom is in here. I think we need to see an exhaustion selling signal kind of further down, so I think that's just a test up. Just looks really weak with all these amateur up bars here, so I think we're going to come down. Finally, blue professional bar comes in 500 tip bar chart, and we're breaking the lows of that, so that's kind of good. So it was almost on that little bit of retrace here, then kind of suddenly selling down. But we need to, now we're coming up to the highs of it with cyclical supports. A whole bunch of blue professional bars coming on the 500 tip bar chart at support, so if we break down through 56s, 55s, there'll be a strong move down here. So here we go. Let's get through this. We got this swing down. Here we go. Okay. So blue professional bar 1500, breaking the lows of that. So previous low was 54.50, and I'm going to move my target out to 50 even. Don't know, just think we've put in a lot of volatility in this move, so a lot of people have taken positions. So if it starts to kind of trend in down, people will have to reverse and get on board. All these Rambo patterns up here at the highs, and then it's almost like a gathering waiting on the way down for a breakdown. Well, just waiting and waiting. There we go. Yeah, here we go. So we're just bouncing around this level here, cyclical resistance coming on 500, and bam, we just went through 56 and Rambo pattern. Don't think I'm worried about that. We got this downswing on 500 to keep on going, so let's see where this goes. So let's break through the previous low, 54.50. So we're not far away. We'll have a bunch of stops. So here we go, it's getting interesting. Good, good. Well, we just bounced off 54.75. Some blue professional bars kind of came in, Rambo into blue professional bars, but we're kind of coming back down again. Not seen any on the 15, but support on all 3 time frames. So if this goes, it'll mean some fireworks. No, higher time frames. Well, that was quite a lot of selling down right there. So 54.50 is the number. Here we go to 55s. Here we go, we just ran through them there. 53s, now we'll get going. Exhaustion selling down here, minus 5,000 on better momentum, 1500, but we've got to see a decent big reading, 8,000 more. So 53.75, just sitting at the original. We'll just hit 53.50, which is the original target for 4 points. So hope I'm not getting greedy, but I don't know. Oh, gotta see a decent reading like that, and we're through supports, and we've got to see a trend move, so a break below this on 500 tip bar chart. This isn't just a complex correction down, surely. Okay, this last little push up, amateur up bar, breaking the lows of that was a flush pattern here, but we're through support on 1545, and so if we're going to be caught on the next time frame up. We're actually below support on 13,500, and we got the swing down on 40,000. So amateur up bar. That was a reading about 8,000, but it's got to do more than that. Okay, here we go now, down to 53 again. Just was trying to, but that was amateur up bar into support becomes resistance on the 1500 tip bar chart. So let's have a decent trend move down on the 15 and exhaustion selling. So we're coming back to 53s. Let's get through this. Go for another run to the downside. Let's go. Yep, come on, start. Okay, a little bounce back from 52 to 53, but we've got to hold strong. We're in a down trend here on 1500. I'd have thought we've got to go pull back end of trend on 500. Got to see exhaustion selling. We're at the moment just at 4,000. So we need to see a decent sell-off. Another bounce up to 53s. Exhaustion buying kind of comes in, so we kind of run out. I think a buyer's at that point. Cyclical resistance, quite like this previous one. Amateur bars into that, so same thing again. Got to see a real exhaustion selling signal on the downside. Because we've had that, still think we're going to come down and have one on the 500 tip bar chart. So we got to 51.50. Let's see a real sell-off. Alright, finally turning around Rambo patterns into 54s, exhaustion buying, coming back down again, so it was just bouncing off support becomes resistance. And so 51.50 is kind of this low here. Let's get through that. Another Rambo pattern down here at support. We just need a decent sell-off. We need a decent sell-off to bottom this thing out, so we're below supports on these time frames. We need to see some kind of end of trend move here. Okay, bearish divergence comes in, breaking to 52s. Come on. Just got to be patient to see that exhaustion selling signal. Well, bunch of stops just got run there. Come on. Got this kind of cyclical swing kind of going to come in on the 1500 tip bar chart. Just won't get down there. Come on, 50s. Still not got that exhaustion selling signal on 1500, and we're well below support here, so come on, we're not going to bounce again, are we? Unbelievable, within a quarter point. Blue professional bars kind of coming. There was a lot of demand down there at 50 and a quarter, but it's got to come down, it's got to come through there. So still holding out. Come on at 50 and a half. We still need exhaustion selling on the downside. Okay, come on, 25s. Bingo. Out at 50 for 7.5. Excellent. And blue professional bar coming on the 1500 tip bar chart. There's no exhaustion selling signals. It's still minus 4,000. And very happy, very happy. So what does that mean? 7.5, 6.5, 6.25. 3 trades, and it is 9:32 a.m. Took a little bit of time, but eventually kind of got there. Where it goes from here, I don't know, because we've still got to pull back, and trend still got that exhaustion selling signal on 1500. I mean, I don't know if this is going lower, but 50 is kind of a, well, maybe it is going lower, I don't know. A few minutes later we're down to 47s, but exhaustion selling finally came in at minus 10,000 and a bit. Blue fresh pro signal exit here down at 48, so there's another kind of couple of points in it, but yeah, I'm quite happy, and all the blue professional bars have come in at on the 4500 tip bar chart, so all the professionals kind of coming in at the lows. So we'll probably kind of kick back and may pull back to end of trend on the 1500 tip bar chart. Yeah, so there we go. Just that exhaustion signal finally kind of came in.